Hi, it's Mike from GetFitOver40.com, and today I want to talk about doing some upper body exercises that involve mainly using your body weight. Now when you're doing your upper body, it's a little bit difficult to just use your body weight to do these exercises. So what I'm going to try and do is suggest some inexpensive items that you can buy that may help you to work out your upper body with very little equipment, at least cost effectively. Now when you do lower body, it's just using your body weight. It is a little bit easier to do, and I will do an episode on that down the road. So let's start with some of the exercises that you can do just using your body weight where you don't need any equipment. So I'm going to probably need to adjust my camera here. So we're going to start off by doing some chest exercises, the most common of which is obviously the push-up. What I'm going to do is a couple variations of the push-up that'll help you build different areas of your chest and even moving into the shoulders a little bit. The first type of push-up that you might have to start with is maybe not a full push-up, but one where you actually start off using your knees. So instead of being on your toes, you'd be on your knees, and you want to keep your arms not really far apart, not super close for this, but somewhere in the middle, a little further than your shoulders. I like to do mine a little wider, but that's up to you. So here, keep your back fairly straight, and then just simply go all the way down and all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. And again, if you want to do the more advanced method, you would go on your toes, all the way down, all the way up. Okay, so that's the first variation of doing a push-up. Now there's some other alternatives, and one is kind of called a planche. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but it's where you move your arms back. What some people will do is they'll actually balance on their hands and do their whole body weight. It's really hard to do. I prefer to do it just a little bit further back. And again, you could do this from your knees, or do something like this, or you go on your toes. Then you can try to move forward, trying to get as up as possible. And that one you'll feel it in your shoulders a little bit more. Lastly, one that I really like to do is an extended push-up. And again, you can start on your knees. Keep your arms a little closer together, maybe shoulder width. And when you do this, simply up and down. And this will actually do your shoulders again, a little bit of your back maybe even possibly, and it really does your supporting abs and back muscles. Remember to breathe out. That one's very difficult, and it's always a good idea, if you can, to rest your feet against something, otherwise you really start to stretch out. But it's a really hard one to do. You probably have to start on your knees, but that'll give you a really good chest workout. Now since I'm down here, I want to talk a little bit about doing some triceps. And so to do triceps, you kind of do a variation of the chest, or the push-up, and you do it in narrow. You do something like this. Again, start out on your knees if you need to, and you really want to work on just your arms, not really your chest. Make sure your arms get a really good bend. And again, on your toes. And so that'll give you a really good chest workout, take care of your triceps. So let's move on to a bit of shoulders. And I'm going to show you a couple ideas here, one that you can do without using any exercise equipment, but you might have to hunt around your house to find, say, a counter or a table that you can possibly use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bar all the way here and show you something that you can do for your shoulders. If you just find a wall, you can put your hands on the wall You'll start a little higher, and literally you can do your shoulders like this. Now you won't get a lot of range of movement, but you will get a shoulder workout here doing this. And as you get a little stronger, you can move further down and out, putting more weight or pressure on your shoulders. If you want to get a little bit more extension, if you can find, say, a counter or a tabletop that's secure enough, you can kind of pretend this were, like, say, a countertop, maybe like a bar counter. You can hold on to it and get a little bit more range of motion by going over top of it, like this. And you are doing a little bit of chest here, but you're also doing your shoulders. And the lower you go, and further back you go, the more shoulders you're working. Now, what I prefer to do is to use a little bit of free weights, and this doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Let me get some. So here's some 15-pound ones. I mean, you can get little guys with these here. Same thing, little 5-pound weights. And I mean, whatever, start out small or start out light and work your way up. So for dumbbell exercises, you can start out by doing the overhead military press. And that's simply just put your weights up above your shoulders and try and keep them fairly square. So don't have them in like this, don't have them too far out. Start out with them fairly square and then straight up. Straight up. And again, don't have your arms this way or too far back, pretty much in line with each other, with your head. And then straight up. Now another exercise that you can do is to simply do a straight forward extension. You can do these single arm. You can do them double armed. You can hold it at the top a little bit. You can change your grip a little bit. Now you don't want to swing them. You don't want to swing them. If anything, you want to do, say, one arm at a time, next arm, next arm, next arm, okay? And then a variation of that is holding the weights in front of you and then simply up the sides. Don't go too far in front. Try and go pretty much straight to your sides. Don't go too high. Don't go too low. Okay, so that one is great. Now the first one, by the way, builds the forward part of your shoulder a bit, whereas the second one is building down the side. Now this last one I want to show you, I'll do it from the side so you can see it. You got to bend over and you can do this sitting on a bench or a chair if you like. I'm just going to bend over and do it. But you want to be at about a 45-degree angle. It's kind of like the second shoulder exercise up the sides, but this time you're kind of going forward. And you want to just go straight up forward like that.